something on the floor.
All right. Let's get in here. And get here. Hello, hello. Someone is already connected. I'm getting here my computer so we can read questions. So yeah. Hello everyone.
Good evening.
This is Marty and Jerome from the Bonsai Supply. Today we have our monthly demo / auction / Q&A.
All right.
So please feel free at any time of this demo to ask your question, your comments. We love to hear from you. And let's start the comment sections by telling us where you guys are tuning in today from. So good morning, good evening, good night, well, not good night, I guess. Good afternoon, good evening.
Good everything.
From whoever you are right now. But yeah, let us know in the comments where you guys are tuning in from, and let's get this party started.
Yeah.
Talking about party, I think I need my
Your
my
wine?
wine.
Your vino.
Let me go here in the middle of the camera.
Yeah, I can't wait to see where everybody is from today.
Let's see. I see Happy Sunday from Philly, Norfolk, Virginia. That is awesome. Trinidad, amazing. So we are here from Georgia.
Georgia,
Atlanta
yeah.
in the house.
Representing.
I think I see our microphone a little bit here, so let me see. Still a little there. Guess we have a little hair there.
That's fine.
It looks like Christmas. Maybe it's like Christmas.
It is Christmas decoration.
Let's see. Hialeah. All right. Que bola sere. Oh, it's Rafael. Your friend, Rafael Arevalo. Look at you. Hey, Rafael.
What, me, my Rafael?
Yeah. But not so many Rafael, I think you have Arevalo. Like.
Es Arevalo, no?
Arevalo. I don't know.
Parla italiano.
Hello from Netherlands.
But why is he saying hello from Hialeah?
Center.
He's not in Hialeah.
Do you move?
That's why I'm so confused. I'm like, who is this?
Anyhow, so we are it's almost Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is coming, and that's why we are celebrating today. We're drinking our wine. We're
Cheers.
also celebrating that we passed the 50K subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you so much for watching and tuning in with us.
Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah, and learning with us, and we're so thankful. Thankful for you. So cheers from
Cheers.
wherever
Cheers to you.
you are.
And happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are celebrating with your family and loved ones.
Friendsgiving. I think this week is Friendsgiving. They do like Friendsgiving. We
Is
don't
that how it
know
works?
much about, like I'm from Venezuela, Jerome's from Switzerland. We don't really celebrate Thanksgiving.
I mean,
However,
we always get
you do?
invited.
Oh,
So
well,
we
I
do
mean
celebrate.
Here.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, not in Switzerland.
Right, in our countries we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but yeah, here it's nice to go see our American
It's actually
friends.
really nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful holidays. All right, so what do we have here, Jerome?
So today we have a Shimpaku Juniper, which is what this is. And I would say the tree is probably around 8 to 10 years old. It is quite old. You can see the bark is starting to already kind of age. Now there's a lot of things going on here. We have a possible twin trunk, and we have a third trunk over here. So yeah, I think we can create something pretty cool.
All right, so I guess we always like to start to make this a little more interactive. Let's pick a front. So let's see. Let's do a 360 where you guys think the front should be. Let's give them a couple.
So let's call this number 1.
Do we have a chopstick something?
We have a brush.
Okay. The brush.
Brush is one.
One of them. Oh, also hello everyone in TikTok. I'm tuning in now so I can read those comments too.
You know the brush is not gonna work. Okay. Metal chopstick is here. Opa. We have bamboo chopstick. And
So we'll see. We're gonna show you two options that Jerome is already thinking about. And
Yeah,
see.
I mean, clearly the tree is leaning very hard into one direction. So I think if we go with that leaning type, these are going to be our options. Number one would be a metal chopstick here for the TikTok people. This would be the front, and here for YouTube people. And then this would be the wooden chopstick, which is number two. Here you go.
So go ahead and write in the comments, do you like the wooden chopstick or the metal chopstick?
I don't think TikTok can see
Wood,
the full wooden
wood chopstick, metal chopstick.
or metal chopstick.
Right, let's see. We have some comments. Let me see. Let's see. Wood. I see wood. Wood. All right. Let's see. Number one. So I think that's wood as well. What about an angle?
No, number
change?
one was a metal chopstick.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Then I'm lost here. Then I see a number one too. So number one is metal.
And two is bamboo.
Okay.
Like
okay.
two bamboo, you know, it rhymes with bamboo.
Sure.
It rhymes in my head.
Wow. Okay, we're divided today because I see our friends from TikTok are saying wood, and our friends from YouTube are saying metal. So I think you are gonna have to decide.
Okay, so, I mean, and I've been looking at this tree for a little bit today, for a long little bit today, and it looks really good from both sides. However, the metal chopstick, I think I prefer as number one, and the reason why is because of the root spread. The root spread looks really nice on this section. The roots kind of hang on like this, and it almost looks like they're grabbing, which the other side, the wooden bamboo chopstick, does not have that root base. So if we go with this as a front, we're gonna lose that powerful front, and that's kind of why I think the metal chopstick will be a better front.
Okay, so all right, we're gonna go with the metal chopstick. And are you ready to start styling?
Yeah, I mean, I think that
Do we know a style?
I think so. I mean, it's gonna be something slanting.
Alright.
Just because the roots they lay down like that, so it looks like they're grabbing the the ground and they're holding on. So I think like maybe a semi cascade, slanting, very dramatic design.
Okay.
That's what I kind of have in mind. So I guess let's just start.
Okay, and
with
for
this-
those that are just tuning in, this is a Juniper Shimpaku.
Shimpaku, yes.
And Jerome is gonna style it. You guys can ask questions, share comments. We wanna know about you. Let us know where you're from. And also, this tree, once it's finished, is gonna go on our website, thebonsaisupply.com, for our monthly YouTube auctions. So you're gonna have 24 hours to bid for this tree after we finish, and then it will ship it out to you. And just a friendly reminder, this is only for US participants at this time. So sorry for everyone that is outside the US, but we still love you as well. All right, let's
So,
see.
the first thing that I do here is I basically go ahead and clean up the tree. So I remove all of the dead branches. If they're thin, I pretty much just remove them. If they are thicker, I'm going to strip the bark and turn them into deadwood features. But other than that, I'm just going to go ahead and really just remove everything that's not going to be part of the end design.
Okay. So how do you know what to remove?
So everything that's dead, or everything that kind of looks weak. Like for instance, over here, I have some weak foliage. You can see it really well. I want to show it to TikTok first. So if you look at this foliage here, it's very strong and it points upwards. But in here, I have some weaker foliage. I don't know if you guys can see that. But the weaker foliage is identified because it is kind of hanging down and the color is not as vibrant green as the top. And so therefore, I'm going to remove most of the stuff in here. And the same for you YouTube guys. You can see clearly. And so that's why I'm going to go ahead now and just clean up And once I remove everything that's not supposed to be here, then it's very easy. And I just have to wire.
All right. And so, as Jerome was saying, we have people today from YouTube or from TikTok. So if you
Yeah.
are from either or, just make sure that you know we're in both. So we love you guys follow us in both. We love our fun people on YouTube and our fun people on TikTok. So TikTok, right now we are as Jerome Bonsai, or the Bonsai Supply. I think you can, in the either way you can find it. And on YouTube we are the Bonsai Supply. And we have all these links on our social media. Anyway, so please, we hope to see you there as well in each of those channels. We also have a Q&A going on the stories on Instagram, on our Instagram account. And we do this every Sunday. So also, if you guys follow us on Instagram at the Bonsai Supply, every Sunday, make sure you check our stories and you participate if you have any questions. And Jerome responds that most of them.
And you know what? You should really take advantage of that. That you can ask any question you want on the Instagram story. Is such a great tool.
It is, yes, it's so fun. I really, really like the Instagram stories. I see, hello, for hound stuff. And I see, is that at Shimpaku? Yes, it's a Shimpaku what we have today. Let me see. Specials coming up for online one-on-one sessions. That is a great idea. And you know, man, where Thanksgiving is approaching, also Black Friday, right? So we do have some deals going on. Oh, they were planning, you know, to have. And yeah, we are gonna make sure to do something with the one-on-one sessions as well, as per your request.
Wow.
There we go. Let's see. Greetings from El Salvador. Amazing. How old is that bonsai?
I would say it's around 8 to 10 years old. And it is not a bonsai just yet. It is a pre-bonsai, but we are turning it into a bonsai today. Or we're getting it started.
It's a bonsai material.
It's bonsai material.
All right. Is the removal of dead or weak foliage based off aesthetics or the health of the tree, or both?
Both, absolutely. I mean, if you have foliage that, you know, doesn't look really healthy and really happy, then your whole design doesn't look very healthy and happy. But in terms also of health, yes, if you remove old foliage and unhealthy foliage, the tree actually gets to spend energy on creating good foliage. And so that will definitely help the tree. So it doesn't have to spend energy on wasting its energy on bad foliage.
Yeah, that is a great question.
Yeah, it's a very good question.
Let me see. Okay, so we have our friend on the good damn TikTok. I think that is our friend Brownlee. So welcome to the live today. We're celebrating. There's some wine around. There might be a little too much of talk from me. Okay, he is saying aluminum or copper wire, and why?
For what? So for conifers, you usually want to use copper wire, but aluminum works for everything as well. Copper wire sets better the branches, and you can move branches with a lot less effort. However, copper wire is a lot less forgiving, and copper wire is also a lot more expensive, and it is a lot harder to come by. So therefore, I use aluminum wire on everything.
Yeah. Definitely the most affordable way is the aluminum wire.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think it's at the end like personal preference. Some people like the brown, you know, just to supposedly go better with the trunk. But I see the black one goes as well, you know.
Oh yeah. I mean the aluminum wire comes in different colors too.
And that too, exactly.
Yeah.
You can just go with a brown.
There's people out there, like I know Bill Valvanis, he only uses copper wire for everything. even deciduous trees and tropical. So it's kind of a preference, right? But at the same time, I just use aluminum.
Yeah. So I guess it's aluminum, and because it's the most affordable one, also the easiest to apply.
Yeah, it's a lot more forgiving. So if you make a mistake, you can very easily fix it by just going like this with the wire and undoing the mistake. Whereas with copper, you can't do that. What do you prefer, Brownlee? Do you like copper or aluminum?
All right. Let me see what else I have here. Hey guys, nice to see you, Steve. Hey Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Michael is fantastical for the one-on-one sessions. Just for you, Michael. And here on TikTok, I see, can you use red and blue LED lights as a light source?
Oh, LED. Okay, I thought you were talking about LED.
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 It's
Yes.
LED.
You can, but I use LED only on trees that are smaller, like really small. I prefer to use HPS lights because they actually, it makes a tree feel like it gets natural sun. So that's why I would use that instead. But the only downside with HPS light is that they release a lot of heat. So if you have your tree inside your house, you're warming up your entire house.
All right. And I mean, I guess that comes with grow lights.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember one time we actually did the experiment. So we keep the trees outdoors. Obviously, that's like the best way. But when we were in Florida, I remember we tried to do like an indoor test with a bunch of grow lights.
Mm-hmm.
And we actually found that the junipers were the ones growing the most and the nicest. We're like, wow. So
Yeah, that was actually
Yeah.
very surprising.
yeah, so everything is possible. Let me see. How many times a month should you put fertilizer?
Once a month is perfect, but it really depends on what type of fertilizer you use, and what the species is you use it on, what time of year it is, and also what your goal is. So if you want to have a lot of growth, you obviously have to apply more frequently, use higher numbers, and use synthetic fertilizer.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And it's not that it's a competition, you guys, but people on TikTok are very, very, very active in the comments.
What's going on,
And
YouTube?
our people on YouTube, I really see you quiet, and that's weird. So, what is? It's not a competition, but you're losing. Okay, so let's go. How many times a month should you? Oh yeah, we already did that one. When was the last time this tree was shaped and wired? How can you tell when it's time to work on it?
So this tree has never been worked before. This is going to be its very first styling. This tree came out of a bonsai growing nursery out of Florida, and it was just grown in the ground there and just kind of hedge pruned to keep it short. The way that you can tell that you need to work on your tree is when your tree kind of gets kind of like this. You see how it kind of doesn't have any shape and it just looks very bushy and very leggy? That's when you know that you want to go in here and start to work on your tree.
Alright. I have a baby growing and using LED with red and blue lights. Alright. My tree is not growing anymore. Can you give me some tips? Alright, let's start with knowing what kind of tree you have.
Yes. Also, my trees are also not growing anymore this time of the year.
Exactly. So you have a deciduous.
Nothing really grows this time of the year except for American elms, apparently. All of my American elms, they do not care. They just continue to grow, which is so weird.
Yeah.
Even the tropicals are sitting still in the greenhouse, but the elms are just growing.
Alright, let me see. Best time of the year to heavy prune Shimpaku in zone 7.
You know, I like to work junipers in the summertime. That's when I like to give them the biggest styling of the year, just because they bounce back right away. And if you've never tried it before, I encourage you to try working on your junipers in the middle of the summer. They bounce back like that so quickly, so I like that.
All right, and do you have any rules of thumb for outdoor winter hardiness? I've seen others say that take your USDA zone -2 and then that tree should make it through the winter easily. As zone 3 in zone 5, in Z5.
I have no idea what that means.
That sounded like a lot of things that I said. I didn't understand either. Okay, here we go. Do you have any rules of thumb for outdoor winter hardiness? Let's just keep it that way.
Rule of thumb, no. I can tell you what I do though. All of my temper trees except for conifers, I overwinter them once they start to lose their leaves. I move them into the winter storage, and then in the winter storage, which can be a cold frame or on the ground, it can be heaped into snow. It needs to stay right around 26 to 28 Fahrenheit throughout the winter. Conifers such as pines and junipers, you can let them get a little colder, but I would say that once it gets to 20 Fahrenheit, you want to start to move them.
Okay.
And tropicals, move them once the temperatures drop below 45.
Okay, and I see, tell us about the direction you are going with the styling, please.
So, I am going obviously into this direction, right? Since everything naturally leans into this direction here. I am kind of creating like a slanted semi-cascade tree. You can see this branch kind of falls down. This branch up here is probably going to get shortened. That's kind of the direction I'm leaning towards right now. But the funny thing is, the tree never turns out usually the way you think it does. So whatever I have in mind now, it might change once I start to actually place all the branches.
So how's that saying? Something like, you don't work on the tree works on you?
Yeah, that's a saying. That's what a lot of people say. You know, let the tree work on you. You guys should work together. And
Oh wait, I love this comment here. My new best friend Adrian Iglesia, he says, just pre-order the book.
oh,
Adrian, you are amazing. Thank you so much, so much. Yeah, that is awesome, and that reminds me to remind everyone that we do have our book out for pre-orders right now. It's called Freestyle Bonsai, and since it's a little bit of a wait, it's actually gonna be released March 2022. We are doing monthly giveaways of one-on-one sessions. So whenever, if you are kind enough to pre-order our book, just go to our website, thebonsaisupply.com, and participate in the giveaway. And we winners every month. Yeah, and also make sure that if you, let's say, okay, let me rearrange this. I think the wine is getting on me right now. If you pre-order, let's say today, you're not gonna be participating only this month. We are using the same names to draw them again. So you are able to participate this month and November and December, January, February, March. So do not worry if you do not get your one-on-one session the month that you participate. You still have more opportunities on the following month. So you just need to register once and you'll be participating every single month. So that's our way to our token of our appreciation for the wait, and we thank you so much for supporting us with the book. Let me see what else do I have here. I see our friend. Wait, what book? Yes, so Freestyle Bonsai. You can see it on our social media profiles and also on our website, thebonsaisupply.com, and there you have a link to pre-order. And then also make sure you come back to the website and thebonsaisupply.com and participate in the giveaway. Let me see. I meant the some tree. Okay. Let me go back to that in a bit because the wine is not gonna be enough for. To have a long text.
Do you need to go lie down?
Alright. Hi from Puerto Rico.
Hola.
David Villanueva. That's amazing. Hello to you. Let's see. Outdoor winters up north are hard, sometimes minus 10 to 30.
Wow.
Is not at all unusual. That is cold. Yes.
That is way too cold.
Oh, I see. Okay, let me go back to the book because I see some questions about the book. Will you both be signing the books too? So, the book that you're gonna get in March will not be signed by us just because it goes, it leaves straight from Amazon. So we don't really touch the books before they go to the end customers. However, we're gonna be planning some events and appearances as well during next year, and hopefully we can go to your city and meet you and sign the book. So we're gonna work on those opportunities so we can connect with you guys and sign the book. That would be amazing. Oh, so let me see. What's your favorite species for bonsai?
You know, I change it every week. But I would say so in the tropical world, how about we break it down? So in the tropical world, I really love desert roses. Desert roses and Brazilian rain trees are probably my two favorite. Now, if we go into tempered trees, it's definitely Japanese maples. I love everything in the tempered. That's the problem. I love the cherry blossoms. I love all the apple trees. I love everything.
Yeah, we actually just got a cherry blossom.
Yes.
And we're so excited to show you guys that tree. And once you actually work on it, like it's...
How about I say what I really don't like? I really don't like pine trees.
Oh yeah, I think that's the only ones that you're always like, even though we had a really nice one.
We had a really, really, really nice Japanese black pine, but I just never liked it.
I think that was the only tree that Jerome has ever been like, oh, do you want to sell it? Yes. That was like, okay. Yeah, so that was the story with that. But I feel that your species these days are maples.
I'm such a sucker for maples. I love maples. Yes.
I mean, and it's crazy right now. The maples are turning colors, and that's just so beautiful. Like, you know, before we didn't have maples because we were in Florida, and we couldn't really see the seasons on the trees, and that's just so amazing. Even in, like outside the house, we also have maples just on the ground, and they also turn colors, and it's just such a beautiful thing. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm so surprised at how many maples now grow almost kind of natively in Georgia. Like, you see them everywhere, and you see some really, really nice specimens. And I have already made some friends, you know, for spring to air layer their trees. So, yeah.
Literally every time we go for a walk around the neighborhood, that's Jerome just like, wow, that tree will be so amazing to air layer. Oh, and look at that tree. Do you think the neighbor will mind? Like, so we are so sorry if you are our neighbor, because we know we're a little pain, especially
Now,
Jerome.
the funny thing is, though, if you go up to your neighbor and you say, hey, well, this has been my experience. Every time I walk up to a neighbor and I say, wow, you have a beautiful tree, 9 out of 10 times, they do not care. That's been my experience. They always say, like, oh, that thing. And you're like, what do you mean that thing? You don't like it? And they're like, no, I hate this tree. And you're like, well, I can remove it for you for a small fee.
Yeah. So, yeah, that is just, I guess, the wisdom of the day. If you see your neighbor has some sort of potential tree, don't be afraid to ask. They might say yes.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Oh, one of our friends from TikTok says pre-order and now. You are amazing.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you so much. Her name is T-I-double. Okay, it's hard to pronounce his name on TikTok. But thank you so much. You know who you are. Okay,
No,
so...
you need to lay off the wine, huh? Jeez.
What?
I said you need to lay off the wine.
Yeah.
You're a little
I mean-
borracha.
This is going live here, and yeah. Okay, so
I need to have some wine just to deal with yours.
okay. Our friend Vicky is here. Okay,
Hey,
she's
Vicky.
I almost forgot about the live. So nice
How
to see
dare
you
you.
both. Nice to see you too. We're happy that you made it. Hey guys from Texas. Hello. Nice seeing you. Let's say we're in Georgia. All right, we are by Atlanta. Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Let's see. Don't you all sell wire on the website? No, we don't sell wire. However, if you check our website, you can go on the Amazon's recommendations, and there we have a section for wire. So those are wires that we recommend that we get from Amazon. So that will be the best source, and they're very inexpensive, and yeah, easy to use.
Yeah.
Let's see. What kind of oil do you recommend to use on pots before a show?
You know, funny thing is, I just use a WD-40.
WD-40.
Yes. But you can use, I use WD-40 to get rid of stains. How about that? Like if I have that water buildup or fertilizer stains on my pot, I like to use WD-40. But actual good oil to use is like walnut oil. There's a couple Japanese oils that they sell that are also good, but use like a walnut oil. A grapeseed oil is good, I guess. So yeah.
All right, this is a great question. Are you going to be trimming the roots today?
No, very good question. So, no, I'm actually not even doing that much work to this tree. I'm just wiring the branches and I'm just getting rid of the weaker foliage. And I'm just thinning it out a very, very small amount. But this tree will get repotted in the spring. However, what you can do is you could do a slip potting, whoever gets this tree. Or unless you live, of course, in an area that is warm, like if you're in Florida, perfect time to repot. Florida or a warm climate in California.
Yeah, I think in Florida we got away with so many things and we would repot pretty much the whole year.
In Florida, we would repot junipers any time of the year. Literally.
Yeah, I have to say it's so much easier to do bonsai in Florida.
Oh, it's like night and day.
Yeah. So if we have some friends from Florida today, just guys, you know that you have it the easiest. You can do this. It's amazing. Let's see. David, hi guys, I can't believe I almost missed this. No, David, you made it just
You're right on
time,
man.
Perfect. Welcome. I'm gonna update you really quick what's happening. So
Mari's drunk.
I'm not. So we are working in a tree. No, just kidding. So this is a Shimpaku Juniper. Jerome is doing a slanting, cascading style. We are celebrating that we got 50K subscribers on YouTube. That is amazing. And also, just in time for Thanksgiving, we want to thank you for being a great subscriber. And we are going to have some cool stuff going on next week for Black Friday. We talk about the book that if you haven't pre-ordered, it's a good time to participate in our giveaway of mentoring sessions once you do. And I think that's pretty much it. I already got you into a summary of what's been going on, right?
That was impressive.
That was
impressive.
Straight to the point.
Boom, boom.
Let's see. Can you pinch or cut the foliage for the Shimpaku pruning?
Yeah, I mean I like to trim it. You can also pinch out the center if you want to. I just prefer to prune versus pinch, but yeah, you can absolutely do that.
All right. I think I put too much water in to my adenium. Oh no. We hope you did not. You can get it back. Actually, Jerome has a great video. I have to try to remember the name. I know we did a video with a desert rose that was hurting. And I think like that might help you if you see that your tree is experiencing the same.
Actually, I would just start to watch all the desert rose videos because I do talk about the watering and what to do quite often in those videos. So I would recommend to just watch them all and
Yeah, we actually have a playlist on our YouTube channel specifically for adeniums. So I would definitely recommend you to check that out. I'm sure you'll find some help there with what you're experiencing. Let's see. Do you guys have any guava bonsai?
Guava. I used to actually have, we used to have a strawberry guava, and it was probably the best strawberry guava I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not even kidding. It was so good, and I sold it to my good friend Benjamin in Orlando, and he still has it and looks great. So I do get to see it every now and then.
Oh yeah, that was
That
beautiful.
was nice, right?
With the fruits, I mean,
Oh,
that's
man.
just insane. I think that's the only thing we don't have at the moment, a fruiting bonsai. Gotta get to work.
Actually, we do.
Which one?
Pyracantha.
That's a fruit?
Yeah, remember the little fruits? That's why you picked it up.
Oh, that's true. Oh my gosh. It's just right now it's no fruiting, so I forgot about it.
If fruits in late fall, like mid to late fall, so that's why we kind of missed it.
Oh my gosh, that is. Yeah, that's a beautiful tree. Yeah, actually, Jerome got a bunch of new trees. We're very excited to share it with
A
you.
bunch of new trees, and
Yeah.
I got some really cool maples coming.
Yeah.
In the spring. Ooh.
So we actually went to our friend John, right? John Godfrey. Godfrey? Is
Godfrey, yeah.
And we entered with like, okay, we have too many trees. We're not really gonna take any tree. And if we get a tree, just a small one. All of a sudden, we went out with 3 humongous trees. I don't know how that happened. But...
Well, and the fourth one is coming in the spring, so.
Oh yeah, and a 4th one in the way.
That's why.
It's an addiction, you guys.
Well, but the funny thing is that Mari tells me, hey, we're not getting any more trees, but then it was her picking out the trees.
Well, because I mean they were there and they were
needed
beautiful,
a home.
so I was like, I mean, might as well. Man, 3-4 more, it's not really that much.
Right. I mean, if you have 10 or 15, what's the difference, right?
I think that's how we started with our dogs, and then we ended up with 4 dogs, and yeah, it's a lot. And now a lot of bonsai trees, yes, it's a lot. So let me see here. How best to overwinter juniper bonsai in north?
In the north, you can, in a lot of places, you can just leave them out on the bench for quite a while. I move my junipers into storage when the temperatures drop below 20. Hey. Yeah, when temperatures drop below 20, that's when I like to move them. And that's it. Just keep them above 20 and keep them below freezing and you'll be fine.
All right. So Brownlee said, how long have you been practicing your wiring? You're quick.
A long time. You know, if you want to get good at wiring, do a YouTube video with her.
I was gonna say he might just had to because
No choice, Brownlee.
I gonna rush him, and then we're doing the lives, and the live we're trying to keep them 1 hour the most. So he knows he gotta step it up. Actually, when we had a nursery in Florida, we will used to do monthly demos, and I just will see that people after the first hour, they were like falling asleep.
Yeah.
So I was like, 1 hour is just enough. Like, let's get material that you can get done in an hour, and like they can learn, we can have fun. Like, yeah. So that has been, I think, the experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's pretty fast with the wiring. Yeah, I think in the store was the same. Like when we had like clients coming in, and you'll have some style, and you were really quick.
Yeah, I mean,
going back and forth.
I like the wire. For me, wiring is it's like almost like therapy. It's so nice.
Yeah. Let's see. Will Shimpaku backbot?
Yeah. They backbutt very easily. So a couple ways to have them backbutt actually is when you make some bends, some crazy bends and you break a little bit of the cambium in some sections, new shoots will be pushed out in those sections. But they also backbud when you start to use good bonsai soil and when you start to fertilize. So in the first, I would say in the first maybe third of development, I would use high nitrogen fertilizer on this juniper, just to get them going.
Can you do this type of work on cooking tea this time of year?
Yeah, I mean, so with tropical trees, I have a very simple rule, and that's when they are actively growing, yes to everything. Like yes to defoliating, yes to wiring, yes to styling. The only thing you want to look out for is you don't want to repot unless the night temperatures are above 70 degrees.
All right. And you know, if you guys have more doubts about overwintering, I will suggest you to watch the latest YouTube video that we have. And it's actually called Winter for Bonsai Trees, something like
I think
this.
it's actually the latest YouTube video.
And that one, Jerome is going really like how it works for each tree. So we hope that can help as well. Let's see. Just picked up a paracantha as well. It's about 6 inches tall. Should get 2-3 air layers and then the base out of it. All the possibility for $9. What?
Wow.
Where do you find that? That is amazing. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah. Kudos to you. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, we're always surprised how many good potential we find sometimes in landscaping type of nurseries.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I get 90% of my material from landscaping places.
Yeah, so yeah, that's definitely a good source. Hashtag adopt the trees. That is true. So many trees out there, they need to be rescued and adopted. So I'm looking to get a bonsai tree or grow one. Where is the best place online to get a kit or a tree? I mean, we sell trees ourselves, very like starter ones, little ones on our Etsy store, and you can go see that on our website, thebonsai.supply.com. There you can see all the outlets where we sell, but the little trees, we have them on Etsy. So I would say if you're looking for something small, started to, you know, learn and practice, that's the way to go. Otherwise, if you want something more developed, something bigger, I would look up for bonsai nurseries around you. That they're always gonna have the best material for your area. So yeah, and have fun with it. Just get started. You'll do fine. My wife and I love rescuing plants. I love that. Yeah, that's a husband and wife team right there. Do you do any clip and grow bonsai?
Yeah, I mean, that's probably how I develop most of my trees. I like to get the main branches down with wire, and then I like to use, for the secondary branches, also wire. But then from there, I use the clip and grow method, especially on like deciduous and tropical trees.
Yeah. Love the new winter care for bonsai. Thank you so much for the video. He's talking about the video. Thank you, Michael. Hello, guys. That looks so nice. I like that. From Guatemala. Happy Thanksgiving, Carlos Navas.
Hola,
Happy
Carlos.
Thanksgiving to you. Thank you. Yeah, so just a friendly reminder, you guys, we do these demos once a month, and the tree actually gets auctioned after the demo. So we will put this on our website, thebonsaisupply.com, under our YouTube auctions, and you have 24 hours to bid on it, and this happens for the US only, but yeah, you get to get this tree if you really like it. So let's see. Houston Garden Center every year, minus 70% every October, November. All right. We're actually going to Houston in December, so.
You gotta go to the Houston Garden Center.
Oh, but it's October, November. You might have to get something for us, and then we'll go to you. Let's see, Aaron, who's your next guest on the coffee interview episodes?
Very good question. Who's our next
Ooh.
guest, Mari?
That's gonna be a secret. I cannot give it up just yet, so you might have to just wait. The only hint I can give you is that it's a woman, because I had this commitment of having half and half a wonderful man, half a wonderful woman, and bonsai. So an amazing woman is coming for December.
Yeah.
Do you say we can repot a juniper year-round in Florida?
Well, if you're in South Florida, like I was, absolutely. It also depends on what type of juniper, but if you're in Florida, you're gonna have the Persona, you're gonna have the Procumbens, and those trees are tough as nails. Absolutely. When the trees get a little older and really, really refined, then you want to do it in the spring.
Yes. All right. What gauge is the wire you're using?
I think I use from a 1 millimeter all the way up to a 2.5 millimeter today.
All right. I see on TikTok. Good morning from Thailand. Amazing.
I think we're getting there, people.
I'm not quite sure I know the answer to this question, but I mean, what trees do bees like?
Bees?
Yeah.
All flowering trees.
So I guess let's give it a top 3.
Oh, okay, Vitex, Bougainvillea. Give me another
Azalea?
flowering trees. Azalea, sure. Cherry blossoms. Yeah, everything that has flowers and fruits, bees are all over that.
All right, and I think I have an amazing question here. What makes up a good bonsai soil?
So you want to have one component in the. So you want to have several components, but one of the components that you want to make sure that one drains all the water, all the excess water, and you want to make sure that that aggregate also allows for air to come into your soil, into your pot, and aerate the root system. Most of the time, that aggregate is lava. Now, that's the cornerstone of every bonsai soil that I'm aware of. The next soil aggregate that you want to use is something that can also let a lot of oxygen in, but it's also something that's softer, which is where pumice comes in. So pumice is soft, and the roots actually grab the pumice and break it down. So it's kind of like a dog chewing bones to get stronger. Same idea. But pumice naturally also has over 70 minerals and vitamins. And then you want to have an aggregate that can absorb some of the water and adds acidity. In our case, that's calcined clay. And then the last aggregate that you want to use in your soil is something that can absorb fertilizer. And that's really important. So like charcoal can absorb fertilizer, pine bark, which is what we use, it acts like a sponge and absorbs the fertilizer and releases it back to the tree as needed.
Okay, so if that sounded like a lot of information for you,
I'm
because
sorry.
it did for me, I would just say free drainage, and
Something
lava
that
and
aerates,
pumice is the base. And then you want to have, like some people like to use a carama as a third component. We instead of a carama, we use calcined clay and pine bark, and we find that that's the same for half the price. So that is our recipe. We're saying it that way.
Personally, I'm not a big fan of akadama, especially in the United States. I have had nothing but problems with my trees in akadama. And I've actually done some comparison. I actually potted some trees in akadama, lava, and pumice, and some in just our soil. And the ones that are grown in our soil, they grow so much faster and so much better. It's actually quite amazing.
All right, and we do sell our bonsai soil on Amazon, HomeDepot.com, Walmart.com, and also on our website, thebonsaisupply.com. So if you are in need of bonsai soil, we We'd love if you give us a try.
Okay, so
Are you selling the big bags of mix that I used to buy from you down here in Florida? Yes, Sergio. Sergio, we have it on our website, thebonsai.supply.com. And those large bags have free shipping. Well, we have on our website free shipping for every order 35 and plus. So yeah, we'll get to you in 1-2 days. Let's see. You might have said this, but will you have your soil on sale for Black Friday? Of course, we will have a sale for Black Friday, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, so I guess our friend, if you don't need it right away, also hold on a little bit. We'll have a sale Black Friday, so you can try to see us not discounted price. So let's see. What size of wires do you recommend buying and having? Which ones get used most of the time?
I would recommend that you get them all sizes, 1 millimeter all the way to like a 5. The ones that are being used the most from in my collection would be the 1.5, the 2 millimeter, and the 2.5 millimeter. I don't really use anything above. If I need a thicker wire, I just double up either on the 2 millimeter or either on the 2.5 millimeter. So those are the 3 sizes that I personally use.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about our recommendations for Amazon. On our website, you can check the Amazon recommendations, and we do have a section for wires. And I'm pretty sure one of those suppliers that we recommend actually sells like a package that comes with different sizes. And yeah, that's what you want, because you can use different size of wire depending on the different size of branches or trunks or your size of your tree. So that's your best way to go, having a little bit of everything. Yeah. All right, so is this done?
I think so.
All right.
Can I trust you with my wine?
I have one quick question here about this tree. Will
Fire.
you use any of those branches for a deadwood? If so, which will you choose?
I chose one branch for deadwood because every juniper should have a little bit of deadwood, which is the branch up here. TikTok, you cannot see it. Let me turn it around. Which is this one, and which is this one. That's really the only branch that kind of fit the design. All the other branches were not good enough to do deadwood with, unfortunately. So I still have one.
I just realized it's your wife.
No, it's fine. We have more.
All right, so is this our final piece?
Yes. So let me show
360.
to TikTok first. Boom, boom.
360 for
And
everyone.
then this is for YouTube, and then 360.
360 for everyone.
And then I guess I'm gonna have to say a little bit what my thought here was. All right. So we're gonna have to talk about a pot next that we're gonna choose for this tree. My idea was here to open up the tree and kind of just place the branches fairly roughly into position. There is a lot going on right now, but that's okay because we want to keep the tree strong. I would maybe thin out and remove a few more branches, but I think overall the tree is very well balanced. And for a very first styling, I think this came out really good.
Yeah.
So I would call this like a slanting cascade tree.
Love it. All right, so what will be the recommendation for whoever gets this tree? What's the next thing once they get it?
So once you receive it, I recommend that you overwinter it well. Try to keep it above 20 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to make sure that you keep it out of the wind. And if you keep it outdoors, you really don't have to water it a lot. I would say check the soil once a week. And it should not be completely bone dry, but it should be on the verge of being bone dry. So there should be just a little bit of moisture in here. And then when you do water, you don't have to give it a full water. Just give it a little splash and it will be fine. And also miss the foliage, and that's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So we are gonna go ahead and take pictures of this guy, and in about 10-15 minutes we'll have it available on our website, thebonsaisupply.com. We're gonna have it under YouTube auctions. It's gonna go for biddings for 24 hours. So we encourage you to participate if you are in the US and you would like to get this tree.
Now, you have to say what kind of pot you would use for this tree.
Oh, a recommendation? I mean, I will get a cascade pot
Mm-hmm.
and I will go unglazed. That's
New unglazed?
yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
I was thinking of a taller pot, like a cascade. I like the unglazed idea. Yeah, I think you hit it right on the nail, actually. Or something that could be cool maybe would be like a crescent pot.
Oh yeah, crescent pot would
A
be
crescent
amazing.
pot would be cool.
Actually, yes.
Crescent pot kind of looks like a dragon egg. So that would be kind of cool. Something like
And
looks
when
like
will
that.
they be putting this?
I usually like to look at the foliage and wait until it starts to push and then do the repotting, which depending on the climate, it's in early to mid spring, I would say.
All right.
Just make sure that once you repot it, don't let the temperatures drop below 40 degrees Fahrenheit anymore, and that's it. Keep it above freezing.
All right. So I think that is all for today. Thank you so much for everyone that joined us tonight. And as I said, we're gonna put this gonna be available in the next 10 to 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can bid for the next 24 hours if you would like to get it. And we are always open on our email. Please, if you have any questions, comments, always email us to info@thebonsaisupply.com. And we are here to help. We're here to grow the community. And thank you so much once again. We hope you have a great night.
Yeah. Thank you all so much.
All right, so go.